Hello and welcome to Winter's Tales. That's the channel's name. My name is Nikolai Kravchenko. I'm going to be running a sexy little jazz number in the form of a 4-part little 1950s D&D game for us all. While AJ's away on holidays. So before we jump into things, let's go around and introduce ourselves, shall we?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Tate Bennett, he, him. Tonight I'm playing... Oh, what's his name? So is it?
Character.
I'm, Inspector Lou. I dislike color. I've got 7 ex-wives. And I play the trumpet.
Hello, I'm Adam Perryman. I use he, him pronouns. And this evening, I'm playing Chuckles. Is he a criminal? I don't know, never been convicted. You tell me. But let's just say Chuckles is a non-violent fella. He likes to take things nice and easy.
Hello, my name is Lukas Perez. I use they, them pronouns. And, voice, hello. Tonight I'm playing Olivia Laugh Love. You can call me Live Laugh Love. I'm just a nice little, I'm just a nice normal girl, you know. I work at the Riff Raff, and maybe there's something else too, but who knows? It's for me to know and you to find out.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am honored to present you my business card. My name is Yoke. I'm a young detective extraordinaire currently pending. And make sure that you've heard to my byline. I crack the case, but I don't get cracked. That's the Yoke guarantee.
That's good shit.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Georgia McGivern. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm I'm Gary. I'm a halfling ranger, and I'm just hanging out. I grew up in a bin, so everything's a step up from that. I'm glad to be here.
Remind me, where does Gary work again?
I work at the pickle factory. I love the pickle factory. I'll talk about it any chance I get.
And behind the scenes we have the wonderful The Holly Fox. Woo. Say hello, Holly.
Hello.
Woo!
We're so
excited. Wow.
How was that?
Not planned, not planned.
Who are you?
Me? I'm... Am I referring to last week's notes?
You know what? That's up to you, mate. Go for it.
I'm a sexy little monkey.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Before we roll our brand new intro sequence, thanks to the wonderful Adam, there's only one little extra rule that I have in my game. At any moment, the players can take a very dramatic turn to camera and just do a monologue. Just monologue about whatever's going on, whatever's run through your mind, and you will be awarded an inspiration point.
Right.
So,
If we have to.
with that, let's roll that intro. Alrighty, now that we're back. Our story, or the first part of our story, takes place in the Republic of Penumbra. Last episode, we had a case that was given to our group of sleuths to track down a stolen shipping container by one Mrs. O. Shipping container contained some family memorabilia, sculptures, art, that kind of thing, that she really wanted back to her from her home country of Nas in the Orphic Union. Now, our gang had made their way down to the Zephyr Shipping Company to investigate how this shipping container could have been stolen and what kind of, what conditions it might have been stolen in. So a little bit of investigating kind of narrowed it down to it's either magic or grand conspiracy. Chasing a couple of leads, you found that there's a knight that seems to be investigating this stolen shipping container as well. It seems to be kind of a step ahead of you in terms of following the tracks laid behind by a group of criminals that seem to have stolen this thing. Chasing down one of your leads to an abandoned shack out in the oil rigs, sort of like the oil fields, of one, as you find out, deceased Octo. You find the Penumbran Secret Service and an Agent Hugo there already investigating the case. Also, so with whatever information you've gathered, you all climb into your broken down, loaned car to start pursuing other leads that you've got.
Really nailed that. That nearly went right down your throat.
Damn.
Really, cigars.
Damn.
You're all packed into this broken jalopy with these torn seats, patina paintwork, rusted A-pillars. As Chuckles, you're turning the key and it's turning the engine over, sputtering it to life. This big black column of smoke spewing out the back. A little bit of sort of like a blue smoke in the cabin itself that's being vented out through these bullet holes in the ceiling.
Oh, I forgot about those.
The bullet holes. There's bullet holes down here.
In the far distance, you still see Agent Hugo's investigating this Octo's shack with his Tin Men bodyguards.
Are you still on the roof?
Yeah.
You really just, we're gonna, okay, he's on the roof.
Are you holding on okay up there?
Yeah, it's great up here. It's very airy.
Oh, cool.
Chuckles just taps the brakes, like just not enough to get Gary off, but just to like
Squiggly.
Oh, well, joyride.
Okay, you just hold on tight, Gary, okay? We don't want to lose you.
All right.
You stick your fingers in the bullet holes.
Yeah.
For extra traction.
just be careful. The sharp metal, you might.
Don't cut
Don't
yourself.
wanna
Be
lose
careful.
Oh no, his right hand is
yeah,
like the
yeah.
strongest I've ever seen.
I actually have no feeling in my hands anymore. So
They do look kind of rubbery, actually.
Yeah.
It's fine.
fine. It's
all right.
yeah.
So, we're headed to this dress we found on that fly in the glove box. Yeah.
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 All right.
In the negative space.
By the way, did we end up talking to Lou about what he was doing up there? Because you two came back pretty soon.
I think he was just doing some really stellar detective work. I'm sure he'll tell us absolutely everything that he found out, and I'm going to take so many notes. It's going to be great.
What's the rub, Lou?
I told you, I got the list of names matched up with yours, and found out he was dead.
Oh
About
no.
it,
Rest
Yeah,
in
the guy
peace.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in pickles, huh?
Rest in pickles. That's it. That was good.
Thanks.
That's what it means.
Thanks.
All right.
I'll look through one of the
Yeah.
bullets.
One little hand finger.
I take my fingers out and put my eyes in it. Yeah, that's it.
But they're unevenly spaced, and yet both of your eyes reach their
Oh no.
Yeah. So are we going? Cause I can stay up here. I got good grip. I can grip
Get
with
in the
these
car,
things.
Gary.
Oh, you.
Come
I knew you cared about me.
Don't push it.
You're all right.
Don't push it, kid. 42
Let's go, boss.
Let's go.
Let's hit the pavement. Let's ride this rodeo.
Alright.
Alright.
Anyone that wishes to do a survival check to figure out where this address is.
That's a nat one.
Oh, my survival? No,
That's
very
fine.
good. I might
Nice.
I know this city.
Chuckles, you do know the city.
18.
18?
I know stuff
Yeah.
too.
25.
Okay, you guys got this.
Lou has definitely walked the beat.
Yeah.
Yoke, what did you get?
Oh, I got a nat 1.
Nat 1?
I think everywhere is safe.
You haven't ventured all that much beyond your suburbs.
No, I have not.
I feel like
Gated community, probably.
Yeah, there's like white picket fences
Yeah,
and that kind of deal.
exactly.
I feel like Lou knows his way around at night time, but during the day couldn't tell where anything is.
Hell yeah.
So bright.
This is always working at night, you know. Even with the sunglasses on at night.
Yeah.
He just still knows.
You can still see.
Yeah.
The carrots.
Yeah.
It's the carrots.
The carrots.
The address, the three of you know. The address is actually in a sort of dilapidated part of town. It's a broken down old amusement park that once the war got started, a lot of the funding kind of went out of entertainment sectors. That sort of got let go and it's just sort of rusted out, left to crumble into the ground at this point. So the address is for that, which is an odd address to have. It's definitely out of the way. It's definitely a part of town that most people don't venture into.
It's part of town most people don't venture into.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I can say that I ventured there a few times myself back in the day.
You're not people, are you?
Okay, there are 4 other people in this
What
car.
are you guys
so
talking
just
about?
Pipe
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it?
It's the amusement park.
Oh,
Oh, fun!
that's very amusing.
That was a really good joke.
Thank you.
I'm gonna write
Gary,
that
you
down.
know, you are so funny.
Thank you. I thought I'd try the material on you guys. You seem like a. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go. Let's
You
continue
know,
with the
kid, we gotta
narrative.
get you on stage.
Yeah.
They'd love you down at the club.
Hello. Your eyes are really intense. Have you ever been told that before? You could be a therapist.
And this Chuckles just lets out a single solitary heart at Gary's joke.
Oh!
Kind of funny.
Nice.
Chuckles thinks I'm funny. Great. Sorry, Nikolai, where were we?
Where were we? Heading to the amusement park. Along the way, it's nighttime now. Sun's fully set. Stars, what little you see of them with all this light pollution in the city shining. There's crescent moon hanging above. The streets themselves are still very busy. This is a city that's got a lot of nightlife to it. Various dingy bars, a lot of work going on.
Don't I know it?
See trucks, not with shipping containers on them, but you see trucks sort of moving about the place.
Trucks.
As you venture into sort of like the dodgier neighborhoods, Lou, you spot a couple of officers that are currently in the middle of arresting someone. It seems to sort of be resisting, and you can see that there's like some sparks flinging from this person's fingertips before the cops sort of slam some handcuffs on them and pile them into the back of a bruiser.
Yeah, good. See that? Scum magic users.
Yeah, total scum. I totally agree with you.
Mm.
Magic sucks.
Get him, Tate Nikolai!
Hey, Lou! You got it, buddy. The car continues, and you see this amusement park coming up ahead. It's near the sort of like a port amusement park on boardwalk. These wooden sort of boardwalks that are rotting away, falling into the sea. You see a big Ferris wheel, funhouse mirrors, roller coaster, that kind of thing. Place is dead quiet. No lights on it at all. And you see that it's been sort of gated up and there's barbed wire on the top fence with padlock on it. But you park your car out front anyway. There's a couple of people hanging about the place, sort of eyeing up your car, seeing if there's anything worth stealing. Evidently, they find nothing worth stealing from your car.
Really? Someone wanna... Jimmy?
Well, I think we should wait a second, right? Because this poster thing is kind of like an invite, yeah? So people are going to be expecting people to turn up at this place, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So perhaps we find other people look like they're waiting to get in, we go in with them, pretend we're part of the group.
Yeah, like we blend in.
Yeah, like undercover
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess, for lack of a better word.
You can carry me on your shoulders. I can pretend to be a child. I pretend to be your baby. You can hold me in your arms. You can cradle me. I would like that, actually. I would really like it. Can we do that?
Can't you hold
Can we
Gary?
please do it?
You know what, Gary?
Just pick the kid up.
Yeah, all right.
Just would you pick
He's
the kid
not a
up?
kid, he's 42.
I know. You called him a kid, so I'm calling him a kid, all right? The kid wants to be cradled.
Just colloquial, like, hey, kid, like, all right,
Hey, it's
Gary,
just an
come
option.
here.
Yeah.
Look, Gary wants uppies, so
Gary,
you know,
Gary does that.
He's gonna, like, see you on his shoulder. You happy?
Oh my God, this is how you see the world? It's nice. I can see the top of everyone's head. Oh. That's interesting. That, the hairstyle you got there. You would do that yourself?
Nah.
It's genetics.
Oh, it just falls like that?
My kid's partner does it, you know, she's one of them hairdressers. Very good, very talented. I don't know how this stuff works, so...
Your kid's partner?
Yeah.
How old's your kid?
Old.
Oh, right, fair enough. Anyway, sorry, let's go. I'm ready.
Do a perception check for me, Gary.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
I got eyes.
I am good at that. I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, hey! From your newly elevated position, seeing the world through different eyes, different level, you know, you swear you spotted something up in the Ferris wheel, as if a person was sort of peeking over the edge of one of the cars and had quickly sort of ducked down.
Guys, I think we got company and it's not the good kind.
Well, what is it, Gary?
In the Ferris wheel. I saw something, I saw a shadow. I saw someone duck down. Do you think it's a clown or do you think it's a murderer?
I hope it's not a clown. I get real jumpy around clowns.
Oh, really?
You're scared of clowns?
So you got jumpy around yourself, huh?
Yeah, real funny way.
Oh, that's good, actually.
You want to hop down? I'll put you right
please.
up.
I'm good up here. We're a good team. I saw something.
All right, so clearly we need to get into the park.
All right.
I would like... So there's barbed wire at the top of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any not barbed wire?
Any not barbed wire?
Would there be a way with acrobatics to like climb the fence?
You can be very acrobatic. There's little sections sort of where the fences are connected and it's got those like poles sticking out on either side. If you were
would like to climb.
dexterous enough.
I am very...
Or you could sacrifice a bit of clothing. You know, chuck it over the barbed wire. That kind of thing.
How tall is this fence?
About 12 feet.
Yeah, I can pick one.
I would like to climb up and just kind of like do a cartwheel sort of thing over the fence.
A cartwheel?
And then like jump down and land in like Black Widow pose.
Acrobatics check for me, please.
Be careful. I think the person might be watching us.
I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Can I help bolster my friend with
How would
mage hand?
With mage hand.
Just a
Oh
little,
my
just a
God.
little, like,
Okay.
so does that mean...
You can do a spellcasting ability check for me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold
Get up.
on.
That's Arcana, right?
Mm-hmm.
plus 5, so 19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll it with advantage.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is the one.
Don't hurt yourself.
No, it's a one better. That's a 10.
A 10.
Yes.
Very well. You quickly scamper up this fencing, and you kind of fling yourself out to the side to try catch onto this pole and kind of like use the momentum to vault yourself. and this mage hand is like kind of trying to give you a boost.
Here.
But you don't quite go high enough, and you end up kind of swinging into the barbed wire.
Oh!
Oh no.
Right in the girls.
Oh god.
Oh God!
Do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Screw you. 23.
23.
Okay, 23.
You just take 1 point of slashing damage from
Okay.
barbed wire.
I'll take it.
It looks like your clothes are about to get tangled up in it, but you quickly sort of shimmy out of it and drop down to the ground.
Oh no, there's clothes.
Yeah, right. You're being pressed.
Your clothes have a little bit of a rip, but weirdly enough, it just looks even better.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I planned that. Gary, open your eyes.
That was the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
You're damn right.
But be careful. I mean, I think the guy whoever was in the Ferris wheel might be watching us.
Can I see if it's open?
The
Gate? Is there like a gate or something like that? Now that I've done
there's a
that
gate,
door,
yeah.
can I just like push the gate? Is it open or locked?
It is locked.
Okay.
You see that the gate itself looks sort of old and a bit dilapidated, but the padlock on it is new.
Chuckles would like to try and use his thieves' tools
Yeah?
to
Nice.
pick the lock.
Oh yeah,
Nice
absolutely.
Stuff.
Do a thieves'
Yeah.
tools check for me.
Yeah.
Can I help? Do me do anything? Or I just sit here?
You can hold the lock for me if you like, Gary.
Yeah, I want to.
2 hands for beginners.
All right.
And not 20.
Oh! Pew!
Magic touch.
Thanks, Gary.
That's all right.
It was all you.
It was on me. Yay.
Nice job.
Lift
kid.
it up just a little bit so it just slides the locks.
Yeah, the pickle juice just like slipped in there. Perfect.
Ooh. With an expert touch, takes like 1 second and the lock is popped open. Gate swings open.
You want a hand down? You still up there?
No, you're down.
You down?
I'm down.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Ladies first.
I'm already in the parks, but whatever.
Oh, you're on the other side.
No, you're this side.
Oh, I didn't get Okay, yeah, ladies first. Shut up. I love that.
All right. Well, I mean, what else do we? Should we go to the Ferris wheel and see what that's going on there, or should we look around? Should we do some inspecting?
Before we go, how much space is there to like reach back through the gate? I'm assuming it's like a proper gate with like the little holes to reach in a latch sort of thing, or is it just?
It's one of those big gates that swing open to the sides. Sort of let.
Chuckles wants to re-padlock the gate once they're all in.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good idea.
Padlock it closed once you're all in. Start making your way through this this amusement park, and you see that there's like all these rotted toys hanging in the stalls. We play like those little BB gun games and that kind of thing. Rabbits with like matted fur or that synthetic fur and that kind of thing. Walk past a couple of clown statues that are all cracked and broken and splintered. Where are you guys heading to? Are you heading to the Ferris wheel, or are you heading to somewhere specific?
I mean, yeah, maybe we should check out the Ferris wheel, unless we were a bit nervous about that. I don't know.
Do like a perception-y sort of check.
Go for it.
Just general danger, I guess. 19.
19. Okay. With a 19, looking for general danger. Ferris wheel is a good sort of watch post of kind. So if what Gary says is true and there's someone up there, it's a good place for a sniper to be held out in.
Okay, could be a sniper.
The planks on this boardwalk are all sort of rotted and broken away, but as you start looking around a little bit more, you see that under some of these planks, there's actually like cans with string attached to them. And you can see that there's like nails sticking out of these cans and that kind of thing. Little makeshift bombs.
Oh God, go. Okay, everyone get off the planks. These are bombs. These are bombs. There are bombs. These are bombs.
Alright, so you're saying the dock's booby trap.
Yeah, the duck's booby trapped.
Alright,
yeah,
okay.
it's quite booby. That's a lot of boobies. There's so many boobies, and that guy could be a sniper.
Oh!
Well, we need to get the cover immediately.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna immediately run to somewhere where there's cover.
Where there's cover?
Yeah, but then actually, what if they?
By the scruff of the neck.
No, Yoke, stay with the family, honey. Stay with the family.
We gotta do things with haste, but not recklessly.
Okay, so not too hasty.
Because if there's booby traps, we need to watch our step.
Right, of
So
course.
just like crouch down low, keep quiet, and keep an eye on your feet.
What if this is like a minefield and we're already standing on the bomb and then we move and we die?
Then we're shit out of luck, Gary.
Gary, you're not touching the floor. You're fine, honey.
Yeah.
You'll be the last to know.
Great.
Chuckles, you hear a sort of soft muffled sound, and then the sound of splintering wood near your ear. And you look, and there's a bullet hole.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Fuck it, run!
It nearly got me, Dad! It nearly got me! I mean, friend!
Where are you guys running to?
I'm assuming, did I hear a gunshot?
You heard sort of you heard a muffled
Silence.
noise.
Like a
Oh, I feel
silence.
like none of us heard
Oh
that.
man.
It was not a gunshot, but you heard mostly the sound of the wood splintering from the bullet impact.
Oh.
It was definitely a bullet.
Alright, where's the closest point of cover from the direction that would have come in?
Do survival check for me.
Yeah, shit.
Can I also?
Some sort of haunted
Yeah.
maze that we can
18.
go into? Or
18?
Yeah.
Alright.
one of those
Same.
mirror
Same?
ones?
15.
15? Okay. Alright, so 18, 15.
Yeah.
Chuckles. A lot of these stands, ring toss, shoot the duck, that kind of stuff, those provide good cover, but you don't know how long you could hold out in one of
I'm
those.
throwing Gary at one of the ducks immediately. Just like literally to get him to cover, just like off the shoulder. Yeah.
You hear the sound of a ding as Gary's head goes through one of the ducks.
Oh, you won!
Come on.
Okay.
Liv,
To the shooting gallery.
Whoa, that was
Liv, you notice,
I'm gonna run after you.
you notice the Mirror Funhouse isn't too far away. And in terms of a hiding place, that's not a bad one to escape a shooter of kind. And Yoke,
Yeah.
you see that there is kind of like, it's a little bit more further away, so it's probably not as pertinent of a good hideout spot.
Sure.
But there is a big sort of maintenance shed, a little bit a ways from all of the main attractions. It's a bit more of a longer run, but bobbing and weaving through a couple of these games and carnival rides and that kind of thing, you could make it.
Yeah. I would like to run. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Liv is just gonna say, fun house, and go to the fun house.
You going to the fun house?
Go to the fun house.
You going to
I
the?
guess I'm going to the main.
The riffraff's nowhere near here.
Get your riffraff into the fun house, you piece of shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the maintenance shed.
Maintenance shed. You
Following
I'm in
after
there.
Gary to the shooting ducks.
shooting ducks, you've thrown Gary through, hopped over. Liv, you're running to the
to the fun house.
to
Yeah.
the fun house. Lou,
You gotta do the fun house.
How much should we break up the party, guys?
Yeah.
Actually,
you.
that's actually very true. It was the goal to just.
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
The goal was to make
Somewhere
Nikolai's
else.
iPod.
survival check for me.
Alright.
Could also go
Fuck
to
yeah.
There you
the
go. Anyway,
We're
alright.
rolling
We're
good
up.
tonight.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah,
We're
25.
rolling 10.
25?
Yeah, dude.
bloody hell.
My survival was Litney Spears, bro.
Lou,
Burn.
you look over and you see the roller coaster.
Houston.
There's a green light on the control panel. Moving target's pretty hard to hit.
Fucking A. Slap that bad boy, jump in the car.
I just love the idea though that he's like, also hates roller coasters. Always like, oh god. Like,
Yeah.
He just really fucks with his inner ear. Like, he gets
Lou
off and
sits there the
Like an
whole
old
time,
dude,
not
like,
smiling,
"Ooh."
like literally just going up and down.
Lou, the car that you jump into, it's one of those old school black and yellow taxis like the Ford Model Ts, but it's got eyes on the front. Like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The taxi out of that? It's exactly that.
Excellent.
Pop the green button and it starts rolling down. Yeah, roller coaster runs.
Dope.
You guys have jumped into the duck shooting gallery
Can I
game.
immediately look around to see if there's like any like one of those air rifles or like the BB guns still sitting
Absolutely. Do an investigation check for me.
there?
Why you-
Gary, help me look for a gun.
Oh, I have actually I have a bow. I have an archery thing.
I don't have a gun though, so help me
Oh,
find
okay. I'll also do a look
one.
around.
Investigation.
Yes.
17.
17.
Damn, that's pretty good. That's a 15.
15?
Yeah.
All right. Searching around, Gary, you find a couple of these BB rifles stashed underneath with like the BB pellets and all that kind of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Chuckles, you find a 357 revolver behind the counter.
Damn.
Nice.
Chuckles, you're gonna be so proud of me. I think I found the best weapon. I think I...
Yeah? Is this fat pistol? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, better than this?
We can use it another time. We can use it another time. Don't worry about it. It's alright.
And so from behind he's gonna flick out the what's it called?
Chamber?
Chamber, thank you. Flick out the chamber just to see, is it loaded?
It is loaded with one bullet.
Oh,
So wisely.
what's up?
He's gonna flick it back into place. Like he's clearly used some firearms before. He's gonna flick it back into place. He's gonna look up at the Ferris wheel. This ain't meant for you. He's like, all right, Gary, we gotta get to the fun house.
Okay. Do you think I could shoot the guy from here with my bow and arrow?
How far away is the Ferris wheel from here?
How far away
do you
is the
think?
Ferris wheel from here? Let me think.
200 feet?
About 200 feet.
Let's leave it for now. I think it was a warning shot because, I mean, let's face it, we were out in the open, we're sitting ducks. If you wanted to hit us, you could have hit us.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well,
We gotta follow Liv to the fun
All right.
house.
Lead the way. Wait, I'll jump.
And then, Chuckles is gonna offer his hand like a classic bro handshake like that. Boom, and then he's gonna swing Gary up onto
Nice.
his back like a backpack.
Yeah.
And be like, hold on, and then he's just gonna literally bust the door in the side of the he's not even gonna bother leaping over the counter. He's just literally just gonna
Bust the door and
Nice.
start sprinting.
bust the door and just book it towards the fun
Oh
house.
my god.
Awesome. All right, you guys start booking it towards the fun house. Liv, you have run straight towards the fun house.
In the fun house.
Barreled through the
Out
doors.
through the door.
And you see the lights
Gun
sort
out,
of
just-
turn out, start flickering on a little bit, illuminating the space inside. You've got your gun drawn, and you're just surrounded by reflections of yourself.
Well, hello.
Oh, hello. Are you going further in, or are you camping out near the front?
Look, I'd like to case the joint a little bit, as much as I can.
Okay.
Do I roll to see how many mirrors I walk into?
Go on.
The videos of those kids that smack into the mirror.
I rolled a 5.
5.
Ooh.
I don't know what
Take
Alex-
every 5 steps. Every 5 steps you bump into a mirror.
Oh shit.
Um,
Oh god. Damn it.
Do a perception check for me, though.
That 21.
21. You are bumping into these mirrors as you're making your way through the fun house, and you quickly begin to hear that your footsteps are not the only ones in here.
Oh god. Is there's Can I see in any of the mirrors if anyone's like approaching?
Do a perception check for me.
Please be my friends.
Oh no.
No, 9.
9. See, you would maybe see somebody, but you're kind of distracted by your own good looks, you know?
Yeah, these tears really just like. I should have done these already.
Do a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Nay.
Oh, bruh.
8.
8. Very cool.
Yeah.
You see that one of the reflections moves of its own accord and looks at you.
Of me?
Of yourself, yes.
Hello?
Hello to you.
Oh my god.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. Takes out the gun from your garter. Maybe just killing you?
Okay, well that's rude because you look like me, honey, and we're just way nicer than this.
Are we though? She takes the shot.
Can I reaction also take a shot?
Absolutely, you can also
Fuck
take
yeah.
a shot.
Quick draw, Wild West style.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've forgotten how to do math.
Happens to me all the time.
15.
15? 15 definitely hits. Reflection Lives shot also hits. So roll damage for me.
Damn.
D6. 4.
4. The two shots ring out at the same time. Your shot hits Reflection Live, and you see that she shatters into broken glass fragments. The bullet also hits you, and you take 3 points of psychic damage. You look down, and you see that there isn't a bullet wound from where the shot hit you, but there is sort of like this protruding sort of veins coming out from where the impact hit. We're gonna cut over to Yoke,
Yeah.
who's running towards the maintenance shed.
Yeah. He does this like shit.
As you're running towards the maintenance shed, you hear another as it ricochets off a piece of metal that you duck behind, and then another shot. The floorboards at your feet erupt
Can I
in splinters.
zigzag? I want to zigzag.
Serpentine? Serpentine?
Please.
Do an acrobatics check for me, please.
Okay.
It's not trade, eh?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, and I need you to do another roll for me, please. Just give me the number on the die.
9.
You are zigzagging, and a couple more shots ring out. Like, it seems that this sniper is definitely focused on you. But your serpentine evasive maneuvers are definitely doing the trick.
Fuck yeah. It's great.
However, you feel your foot snag something.
It's a
I
booby!
need you to
It's a
do-
booby!
I need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Is that-
That's a 7.
A 7. Very well.
5.
It was not well.
No.
Was not.
Everything was not well.
All right.
It's too fucking true.
As you're serpentining your way towards this maintenance shed,
Yeah.
your foot snags something, and you hear sort of like a pin drop. Before the floorboards behind you, I'd say with your 20, you were running pretty fast. You're running pretty fast.
Yeah.
The floorboards behind you erupt as some sort of charge is ignited, and the floorboards explode. Splinters and whatever shrapnel that they've chucked inside these makeshift bombs shooting out behind you. You take 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and you're flung towards the maintenance shed.
I mean, that's where you wanted to go.
I wanted to go that way, so that's fine.
Speed boost.
Yeah.
Lou,
While you have fun.
You have a perfect view of everything going on. Maybe apart from the funhouse stuff. As up on your elevated position, rolling around the entirety of the amusement park, you see Chuckles and Gary sprinting towards the funhouse. You see the bomb explode behind Yoke as they're running towards the maintenance shed.
Oh shit.
You also see the sniper in the Ferris wheel, and you have pretty good line of sight to them as you're passing by. You see them with their scope trained towards Yoke as they are putting another bullet into the chamber, cocking it back. They are dressed in sort of like this military fatigue, gray camouflage clothing, black turtleneck. Definitely seem to have the bearing of ex-military. But the roller coaster approaching the Ferris wheel, coming pretty close to it.
Well, I mean, Lou pulls out Genevieve.
Genevieve.
It's this guy.
I know, but like, tell me more.
I need a description
Say
of
more
Genevieve.
right now.
Yeah.
Genevieve was again a present for his long service. So it is like one of the like super extended, super fat pistols. It is like chunky. It is, I mean, more for show than anything. But it's just like, it's almost like engraved all across, and it's just like in all of these different patterns. And it glimmers. Even at night, it glimmers.
Pearl handle too?
Oh yeah. And Lou sort of looks at where the lining up for where it's going to go, so he just basically rests the hill on the edge of the seat. To just basically wait for the time to just...
Take a shot.
Oh my god.
You unholster your service weapon, line up the shot.
My roller coaster.
Let's get it out. Let's get it out. I hope this hurts now, because otherwise it's gonna...
Oh.
It's gonna be
Holy
5 to hit.
moly.
5 to hit.
5 to hit.
Okay. You line up the shot with Genevieve.
Shit.
Passing by the sniper. As the roller coaster is approaching, you see the sniper about to take another shot at the form of Yoke, who's picking themselves up from the explosion. Their head snaps up as you're approaching towards them, and they look at you, looking at them, and there's sort of... There's fear in their eyes. There's definitely fear in their eyes. And this monotone expression that you've gotten, they duck down behind the car of this of the Ferris wheel, at the same time that the roller coaster eventually, in this dilapidated, broken down amusement park, hits a hiccup. And goes bouncing up as you take the shot.
Oh.
The shot rings out as a loud gun. Ricochets off the roof of the Ferris wheel car. The roller coaster derails itself on a downward slope, and you find yourself gripping the handlebars as this roller coaster is very quickly making its way down. I'm gonna need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me. Five.
Shit, man. This might be the one you done.
Bummer.
Let's take the loot.
The roller coaster derails. It's drifting down on the tracks.
Oh shit.
And hits the bottom with an enormous amount of velocity, to the point that the car just sort of derails and goes halfway through the floorboards of the boardwalk. You duck down a little bit, but you still take a hell of a beating and get a little bit of whiplash from your car crash.
But not too much, right? Because
How old is Lukas? Don't worry about it.
Not young.
That'll be 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
oh my god.
And you are currently stuck in the ground as this car, just the tail end of it is sticking out from the top. However, you see that the first, the car with the sniper in it is sort of rocking a little bit.
Oh, don't.
High caliber weapon, that Genevieve, and it seems to have caused some issues there. As you see it,
Oh,
and it's hanging on one set of.
Oh man.
Go off.
That sniper's me backing himself.
Yeah.
Lou already packed himself.
So, Chuckles and Gary, you have burst into the fun house to hear 2 shots going off simultaneously from deeper within.
Okay.
Gary, I'm gonna need you to pull your hat down over your eyes and hold on real tight.
Say no more. And I grab onto around his forehead, like when kids do, when they sit on their shoulder, like their dad's shoulders. I like grab onto the forehead. He's gonna grab onto your forehead.
Chuckles is about to test how reinforced these mirrors are.
Okay.
He's just gonna
Alright.
Straight
slap the
through?
shoulder, yeah.
I'm ready to feel
Alright.
He's gonna be like, Liv! Where are you? If you can.
Absolutely, you can. Do an athletics check for me.
We're all so injured, don't fuck it up. Oh, okay.
That's a 13.
A
Alright.
13? Okay. Charging forward like a bull, shoulder first, you start smashing through the mirrors. The first one, second one, third one you bounce back on. But you do hear Liv pretty close by, and sort of looking around, you see that a bunch of these reflections have been knocked out, but one line of them does show Liv clutching their shoulder.
Liv! Where are you?
Liv's just like looking for like I feel like they saw themselves a little too clearly, and now they've kind of like dropped their exterior a little bit, and so they've just got like one hand on their wound, one hand on the gun, and they're just like, "Where are you, you little bitch? Where are you?"
What's happening?
Where's... Can I hear what direction that came from, or is it just
Do a perception check.
filling the void? Nope. 7.
7.
I can do it.
Sure, you can take your hat off now, Gary.
Okay. I can do a check. I'll have a see if I can.
Liv, you can do another check for me.
Where she's come. Oh, what is it? A perception? Oh no, it's a 10.
A 10.
The Magnum.
It's the longest nose ever.
8.
8. Alright. You,
Shoot one of you.
That's a long boy. Long gal.
all 3 of you,
Long.
looking around the place
Considerate.
trying to find enemies, trying to find another of these reflective lives. Can't find anything. However, Gary, I need you to do wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh. Oh.
Be wise.
Oh no. All right. Oh, it's a 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay. You feel some sort of magic has just been used on you. You sort of got the sensation that there was something that was trying to pull a little piece of you out. But you've got a strong will, Gary. You know who you are. You're not going to give that up.
Whoa. Hey. What the hell was that?
What are you talking about?
I just felt something. I felt something inside me, like
There's something else here?
I don't know, like someone tried to, I don't know, felt magical. Felt like someone tried to do a magic on me.
Chuckles is gonna like reach into, like, he's got these like hidden holsters. And he's gonna reach in and he'll come back out and you'll see he's actually just got knuckle dusters on now.
Oh my gosh.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
One on each hand. And you can still see nice and easy from underneath the knuckle dusters, but he's kind of just like
Nice.
he's in defensive mode now. He's like, alright, what the fuck is in here?
Yeah, and I'm gonna get out my longbow and get her ready.
My God, you get a bonus because you're technically on a mount.
Yeah.
On your shoulders.
I'll give you a +2. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Gary takes out this incredibly old-fashioned bow and arrow, like old school, like elven bow and arrow.
I found it at the pickle factory. Someone left it. I don't know why. Probably. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get into it.
All right.
Yoke.
Yeah.
As you're picking yourself up from
Being
the
shrapnelled.
explosion,
Yes. Ow.
you hear footsteps approaching you, and it's a group of footsteps.
Shoot.
As you see, sort of charging out of the maintenance shed, within there is light, but charging out there is 5 people that begin to run towards you. One of them has a shotgun, but the others seem to be brandishing wands and staves and that kind of thing.
Okay.
But the leader amongst them, red hair, very wild, sort of curled at the ends, has thick mustache that's sort of groomed, blue eyes, sort of middle-aged. You can see he looks tired, in fact. He looks very tired. Dressed in sort of worker's clothes, comes up towards you and kneels down. You're a little young to be intruding on other people's business, okay? So you're going to need to come with us, and we will discuss with your friends once we're in a better position.
Am I being taken hostage?
Yes, you're being taken hostage. That's what's happening. Why do you look excited? You look excited.
No, I'm sorry. This is just it's my first time like on a case. This is really cool. I'm sorry.
This is no. Stop.
I
You're
can't
ruining
stop.
it.
You can't stop the joy, my dude. I'm
You're
sorry.
ruining it. I'm meant to be intimidating.
You're doing a really good job. Can I
Okay,
like?
it sounds patronizing. Okay, look. My friend, he's going to tie you up. Just put your hands out, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, he's not even resisting. What's going on?
I'm just really. This is just really cool, but also, and then like, I don't think she's really trying to hide the fact that she's trying to precipitate like a smoke bomb sort of thing to try and get out of it.
Nice.
But I'm gonna do it. I would like to prestigitate like a bunch of just smoke, really thick smoke.
Absolutely.
And run backwards, just go, ah! Just
Yeah.
try to run away.
Dope.
Do
You can
I
either
roll?
so you can use your spellcasting ability for this
Uh-huh.
if you want to do like an incredibly impressive smoke bomb, or you can do your stealth if you're a bit more dexterous.
Choices.
I have +5 to my Arcana, so I'll do that.
Yeah, go for it.
God damn. All right. 13.
13. Okay.
Okay.
Look, is it too much to ask for just like a little bit of trouble? And you do the smoke bomb, fully escape as he's in the middle of his tirade. Which way are you running?
I'm going to run back towards the fun house because I know that I heard Liv say to the fun house. So I'm gonna go that way.
All right. As the smoke bomb erupts, you are sprinting towards the fun house. Okay. Oh, look, you guys should have been quicker with the rope. Sprint towards the fun house.
I'm too busy monologuing.
Lou, you're in the middle of the ground. What are you doing?
Ow. I'm gonna pop the safety lever back up.
It doesn't take much force.
Ornamental.
Someone needs to check this thing. It's not in running order. Oh, that hurt. Ow. I'm gonna look around for Genevieve. Because it flew out of his hand.
Investigation check for me.
Jenny.
Okay.
Genevieve.
Okay. 18.
18. Jenny from the block is not too far from you. She's
Jenny from the block.
It's a magnum though. So.
Yeah. You got me.
laying discarded a little bit a ways from you, right underneath, sort of like near the control box up for the Ferris wheel. You see Genevieve lying there, still shining, still pearlescent.
Jenny! No! Go lift the timber and shit. Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's alright. Papa's got you. Papa's got you. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get the son of a bitch that did this to you. He looks up
The
at
chamber of its own accord.
Oh shit! Oh, you're sentient. Okay. Hey, I didn't know that. Hey, boss. It's Lamlo. It's great to meet you. I've had you for the. You know who I am. Let's go kill that son of a bitch.
Safety clicks off.
Stop talking dirty to me. Let's get back right to the Ferris wheel.
You see the control box for the Ferris wheel nearby. You see lights within that are glowing. Up above, the car that the sniper is in, still rocking to and fro as it's attached by just one of the little attachment, whatever they're called.
The single bolt.
One of those.
Single
Do
bolt
I see the lever?
Oh yeah.
Does it have like a speed or something, or like backwards, forwards, or like what's the deal?
It's definitely a speed.
Speed.
Yeah, there's you see that there's low. There's medium.
Uh
It's high.
huh.
See, there's a space beyond that, but there's no writing there.
Octo.
Just gonna. All the way to the top.
The lever steps up. You see that it takes a second, but the motors start whirring up as the rusted metal starts scraping against itself as this Ferris wheel begins turning slowly. It starts beginning to build up more and more and more speed.
Fuck yeah.
Do a perception check for me.
Okay. 14.
14. Ferris wheel isn't designed to go this fast, because it's steadily going much faster, and you begin to hear the screams of surprise and then fear from the sniper in his nest, and then you begin to hear the groans of protest from the Ferris wheel itself. Mainly the support sort of anchoring points that bolted into the ground. Doesn't like whatever is beyond high.
Doesn't like it?
No, you have maybe about 30 seconds before it starts rolling away.
Where is it pointed towards?
Don't find out.
It's not like directly in line with Funhouse or anything, is it?
It goes a little bit over the roller coaster track. Duck hunt. Funhouse. Maintenance shed. Street.
30 seconds, huh?
Yeah.
You reckon I could run to the funhouse in that time?
How fit is Lou?
I stated that he's pretty fit, but he's just let himself go, like within the last year. So he's, he's still got that fitness behind him.
Okay.
You know?
Do an acrobatics check for me, please.
So how fit is he? How's his lungs from the chain cigar?
You actually can't run without it. Oh.
15?
Oh, okay. Lou, you leg it. You hit the pavement. And begin sprinting towards the funhouse. As the groans of protest and the sounds of the shrieking metal grows louder and louder. As you're running towards the funhouse, you see that there's smoke somewhere beyond the funhouse, and the sounds of many more feet. A group of feet, one would say, as you bolt into the funhouse and see these reflections of your gang.
Great.
You are all joined together for this brief moment.
There's a whole bunch of people.
Chuckle-sized hole through the funhouse.
Guys.
Reflections of Liv just like swinging around like a crazy.
Whoa, sorry. Okay. So I nearly got taken hostage. It was really exciting. But there's like 5 of them, and they have guns, and like one of them had a wand as well. So I don't know what we're working with, but I put up a big smoke bomb like that, and now they're coming. Probably to follow me. Sorry, but we should probably move on.
Where's Lou?
He's here.
I hate to break this up, but we got about 10 seconds to get out of this place.
Great, let's go.
I started a timer.
Where are you, you little
right
bitch?
now.
Get back here and say that to my face!
There's literally a Ferris wheel coming to kill all of you. Get
Into
the
the
fuck out of the
fun house, you guys. I said into the fun house. She ran there.
That's 30 seconds. We gotta get out.
At this point, all of you hear the loudest shriek of metal as the Ferris wheel fully detaches itself and begins to run wild through and begins to unmake the amusement park as it begins rolling through the stalls. Over the roller coaster tracks, you split. Is everyone else splitting?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Gary.
Splitting in whichever way you can out of the funhouse. You see the whatever the group with this red-haired
Hey guys.
would-be host sees all of you running, looks up and sees the Ferris wheel, and they split as well as this Ferris wheel just rolls right through the funhouse, smashing the mirrors. You guys still in there, holding on for dear life. As the Ferris wheel rolls across the boardwalk, occasionally you hear as the bombs on the
Shit!
it hits the maintenance shed, and you expect it to roll right through. However, there is a cacophony of explosions that erupt out from there, and you see the walls blast apart, the Ferris wheel, bits of metal get flung everywhere as whatever ordnance these guys had in this maintenance shed just gets blasted out.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It is such a big blast that I'm gonna need everyone to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Do I have any kind of disadvantage or anything? Because I have a magic bullet hole.
No, you're okay.
Not 20.
I
Nat 20.
can see this happening, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
I can see it happening too, right?
Nat 20
Hey.
from a 2.
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
34.
That's 34.
Oh no.
That's a real dirty 4.
Oh no. I
Gary?
got 17.
17? Okay. Alright. So, Yoke and Gary, the both of you jump for cover, splitting off which way, behind solid substances if you can. There's like a little go-kart section with those like rubber wheels and that kind of stuff. The 2 of you hop behind there and crouch down.
Great.
2 of you guys, not 20s each.
Pull out a cigar and light it up.
Yeah.
Proper headers.
Nice.
Okay. The 2 of you split off to the other side, and you see 2 of these sort of of these hostage would-be kidnappers running your way, and you each grab one of them to use as a body shield
Wow.
Nice.
as you're flung to the side. Lou.
Oh no, Luke.
Bless, he's had
Look,
real
you're a
tough.
little bit puffed after the run to the funhouse, and you needed to get a bit of air in your lungs, so you had relit the cigar. You did turn your back on it, so the explosion happened behind you. So it's very cool, but you get flung.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Don't make that face, Sneaker. Don't make that
Truly like comic style though. I want the cigar to like fly out of your mouth and like you're on the ground and then it just like boom lands in there like as you're like
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's great.
That is exactly what happens. And you take 10 points of fire damage.
Oh!
Jaeger, dude.
Tucker.
That hurt like a
Mother
butt cheek on a
trucker,
stick.
As everyone begins picking themselves up from the explosion, there is a fire burning on one side of the amusement park, starting to spread amongst the boardwalk, out onto the street as well. A crowd is beginning to gather on the outskirts of this amusement park, looking in through the fences. As you all pick yourselves up, as do the kidnappers, and you see wands and stabs leveled at each of you in a big standoff.
Alright, Buddy Shield's dead.
Not dead, heavily wounded, but you are grappling them. You have 2 of theirs hostage, heavily wounded. A bunch of them look sort of singed and however else. Wands are leveled at each other. One shotgun is pointed at one of you. So that you've got 2 of theirs and there's 3 more of them, including the red-headed leader of the group. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
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 This is
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I actually can't hear
We're
anything
doing.
right now.
Is
My
this
ears are
stand-up?
ringing.
This. Stop! You.
She's new. You get used to it. It gets very
So
excited.
cool. Oh god, I don't have anything. Oh, what
Do you
do
have like a gun?
I pull out my pen.
Okay.
I don't like violence, so how about you drop the wands, we drop the gun. Nobody gets hurt for now. We have a talk.
They're negotiating, Gary.
Okay, well, how will we know if we drop our weapons that you won't just...
Well, let's do it. Let's do it on 3. On 3, we just drop
we
everything.
drop
Yeah, but what if I drop my weapon on 3 and you decide to hold on to yours?
You gotta trust me, right?
You came into our clubhouse and
I'm
ruined
with this one. You
everything.
really think I'm all right? What? Like I'm here with this. You really think? I don't want to set a bad example for the kid. All right? She's very impressionable. Okay? This is
Oh,
not how you.
chuckles.
This is not. Not now. This is, all right? We need to show her how to properly negotiate and a situation where there's some heightened animosity. We don't want people getting hurt. I don't like violence for free. So
What was that?
what?
You said something under your
I
breath.
had to clear my throat.
What?
I don't do violence.
Okay. But hold on. Say a little bit louder.
I, Chuckles, don't do violence.
Yes.
Mhm. Exactly. All right, so on 3, right? On 3 is what I said. I don't do violence. On 3.
Okay, on 3.
All right,
On 3.
ready?
On 3 or after 3?
1, 2, 3. You didn't drop your weapon.
You did.
Okay, look.
Is this how negotiation?
Okay, all right, all right.
Okay,
all right, all
on
right.
3 again?
Okay. Nope.
What
I'm
about
gonna
5?
trust you. I trust you.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to this guy, but the gun is away. All right, so everyone just slowly lower your weapons. Gary,
I'm down here. Hello.
Oh, jeez, I did not even
all right.
see you.
Okay.
Sorry.
What are you holding? Is it a bow and arrow?
Yeah, I found it. It's a long bow, actually. So, yeah, get it right. And also, you said this is your club, but it looks like an amusement park. And why would you make such a joyful place filled with so much hate? You can't say we're coming to your club. We can have a nice time.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Oh,
Oh, Gary.
Gary!
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let's have this discussion without the guns and the bow and arrow and the pen.
Yeah, my arms really hurt, actually.
I'm sorry.
we will all put our weapons down
Do you crack pickles?
with the understanding that we can all pick them up again if things go south. Yeah?
Why would you say that?
Well,
Things,
trying to be honest,
I-
we're negotiating. Honesty is
your
important.
clubhouse just exploded. I don't think things can go any more south than that. All right. So while
mind if I take
everyone
notes
here is
on
still
this?
alive,
Go ahead.
let's just drop the weapons, have a nice talk. Maybe we're actually on the same team here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's down. I got too tired holding it.
Okay.
Negotiations.
Put our weapons down.
Mine's away.
Okay. We put weapons down. We will have negotiation.
All right, and he's gonna give the guy that he's holding a bit of a shove towards his comrades.
I'm gonna go over to
Okay.
Lou, cause I feel so. He looks so. Louie, Lou. And I come down and I like hold his face. And I go, you need to come back and investigate this place, right? Cause I don't think the OH&S is up to scratch. Okay? Right? When you get better, well, you gotta come back and you gotta take.
OH&S is not my department.
Oh,
I'm an inspector.
All right. Well, you want me to fix you up?
Dig a hole and bury him, Gary.
No.
Hey, he's fine.
You want me to fix you up? I got a cool little handy trick for that. If you like. All right.
I'm just gonna rub some dirt in it.
All right. Great.
And rub some dirt in it is my cure wounds, but I'm just gonna do that.
It's 1d8 healing.
All right. And I'm just gonna keep my hand on Lou's forehead and like stroke it as if that's
Gently.
comforting.
Good.
I'm right here, Lou. It's okay. You're in safe hands with me.
There's a lot of grease in that hair.
Yeah. It's
Too much.
worse than the brine somehow.
And with that, we're gonna depart a little bit for a short break, and then we'll come back to these negotiations after. Catch you in a bit. Hello, welcome back. We're carrying on our Noir Nights investigation. Our group has just run rampant in an amusement park and completely blew it up.
Damn right.
We find
do it
ourselves
again.
at the end of a standoff as the five of you are opposite five, I don't know, some sort of ex-military-ish kind of members. The leader amongst them, who's sort of red-haired individual, sort of longish curly hair, big mustache, dressed in sort of workers' clothes, has a proud kind of bearing to him. Looks at each of you. Okay, so we're not going to kill each other. This is good progress. Although we'll need to check on the guy in the Ferris wheel because he may be dead.
I mean.
And also there was somebody in the funhouse. They could also be dead. So that's like 2 down for our guys.
But also, just to put some perspective on this, it was your shed that blew up. Your bombs, your shed. Technically your Ferris wheel. I mean, I don't know if you own this park, but you're certainly inhabiting it. So I would say it's a shared liability there. Not 100%.
Okay.
us.
Whoever was in the funhouse shot me. So
They shot you.
they shot me. They looked like me, super hot. It was great. We shot at each other. I think they were in the mirror. I don't know, but I got shot and I'm not happy about it.
Okay, fair point. We have a lot of our explosives that blew up. I'm not happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Why
like
you got so
a...
many explosive
They really
carrots?
shouldn't
Come on.
be in like a walkway, you know, because people walk on the walkway. And
Oh,
you tell
the-
somebody's gonna trip.
The booby traps?
Yeah.
Oh, they were there for a reason.
Oh yeah. I
What
guess so,
reason?
yeah.
So people did not go to the maintenance shed where the other explosives were.
Why? What's in there? What you got in there? You probably
Well, I
should-
had explosives in
What
there.
else? Why did you put explosives in there? What are you protecting? You're protecting some assets. You're protecting some things. We want to know about it.
Are you cops? You
No, I'm
look
Gary.
like a cop.
I'm Gary.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I work in a pickle factory actually. We're hiring at the moment if you want something
The
to
one
do.
that sells brine?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that place.
you like the brine?
Yeah, no,
Oh, thank God. You know, it's been a hard sell. It's been a hard sell, but I'm so
Really?
glad to hear. I've got some on me if you want.
Good. That pickle factory that only sells brine?
Yeah,
Really big success over in Orphic Union.
really?
Yeah,
You
really
don't
big success.
say.
Yeah.
Oh my
We love
god.
Brian over there.
It's nice to meet a fan. I'm Gary.
My name, Salvo.
Salvo. Oh, I love the name Salvo. It slips right up the tongue.
Is that one of the names on the list?
On the list of people that are missing from the dock?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, so let's. I suppose. Hello, my name is Salvo. I am a member of Republic of Penumbra.
Why'd you say it?
Inside check.
Why'd you say it like you didn't know?
Good no reason, Gary.
24.
24, he's not a member of the Republic of Penumbra.
What?
Jux looks over at Yoke and goes,
Hey, be honest. What kind of operation you running here? Because I told you that I work at a pickle factory, so one's one. You gotta tell me what I told you. What do you do?
Okay. You did tell me you worked in pickle factory. That was big step.
And I can get you some free brine if you want. I'm the only one working there in the moment, so I can just go right in and scoop up a job.
Right? Okay. Well, you know,
You're here with us. You ain't working at the pickle factory right now.
You don't gotta remind me all the time, all right?
It's all right.
All right. Yeah,
so
but
I'm
I can
sorry.
go. I got the keys, all right?
All right.
I can go back anytime. I can get any of you guys some brine if
listen,
you want it, all right?
Okay.
I'm feeling a bit emotional
That's it.
now,
You
okay?
won't come up on the shoulders
My
again?
arms hurt from holding. No, I can do it. And I look up at Salvo. What kind of operation you running here?
Oh, okay. This is I cannot share exactly what kind of operation this is, but it is.
Just a fly?
You know, if you guessed, maybe I could say yes or no.
Chuckles pulls out the flyer.
The flyer is in. Okay.
Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, you.
Oh, you got our message. Oh,
Yeah.
So you're like, you want to join?
I'd love to know what we're joining.
Thank you.
Are we on like the same team or something?
We could be on the same team, hypothetically.
Is this a
We could all-
union?
In a sense, yes.
I want a zone of
Yes.
truth.
You want to cast Zone of
I
Truth?
want to cast zone
Absolutely.
of truth.
What's the spell save?
Join a union?
so,
14.
14.
That's a charisma saving throw, I think.
Charisma saving throw? Okay.
Or is it against your wisdom? I can't remember.
Okay. You cast the spell. Cool. You know magic. You do magic?
I do magic, yes.
That's great. You could like fit in with our group here.
Right,
I
so what are
also
you
do
doing
magic.
here?
I know.
You do
What are
magic
you-
as well?
what are you
Wow.
what are you doing here?
We could have avoided this entire situation if there was like a better line of communication.
Take
you
it,
know?
the spell didn't work. What are you doing here?
We are. Yes, I see. I feel the spell working because I cannot say something else. But I know the spell. I cannot speak as well. This is like a crazy little game that we play.
Why don't you want to tell us?
What if you don't like who I am? You know?
I doubt that'll happen. Come on.
I said that, so that's actually if he can't tell a lie right now, he's actually insecure. He's worried about what we think about him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think you're great.
You know, I think he's a little nervous about. Oh look, 1 1, 2 1, 3 1, 4 1 5. You don't have a wand though, do you? You got a shotgun. Is that you're the one with the shotgun? Yeah.
You're not.
I mean, I carry the shotgun because it's sort of like a
What?
like a symbol of power.
Why
around
don't-
You
why
look
don't you got a
cool.
wand?
You do look cool, Salvo.
Your buddies here got a wand. Where's your wand?
Okay, like not everyone is born with magic. All right, it's just sort of like, come on, not everyone gets magic. That's fine.
So,
I'm okay with that.
Hey, Salvo, you're good enough.
Can he say that? Sorry, what was that? What little?
I said I'm okay with not having magic. No. I'm okay with not having magic.
So you're just killing people here? You're just doing that for fun?
No, we're not. We don't kill willy-nilly. Okay. You saw the flyer. You came here to like maybe join us. We are a group from the Orphic Union. Magic here in Penumbra, not very cool and not accepted. And also, you know, kind of what your country did over in the Orphic Union, super not cool, you guys.
What happened?
Well, just to clarify,
Just-
what our country does is not representative of all its people necessarily.
Well, yeah, of course, which is why I'm now open-minded as to you joining our group. You know, it technically could be labeled terrorist organization, but, you know, that's not good PR.
Yeah, that's pretty on the mark there. You don't want to be going around calling yourselves that.
Yeah, no, so we're like rebels. It's cooler that way.
That is much cooler. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
Do you know anything about a missing sea container?
Well, do ya?
I think you seem to know
Liv just like
something.
walks forward, still like holding her shoulder, and be like, "Come on, tell us what you know.
Yeah.
Tell us what you know."
Yeah.
Come on.
Do we need to grease you? Like, what's going on? Come on.
Grease me.
Can I
Why
use
would you do this?
charisma to like make him speak? I don't know.
How, what would you say?
Maybe persuasion, yeah.
What's my persuade? Oh, yeah, I would like to persuade. I'd be like, what's his name?
Salvo.
Salvo. Come on, Salvo, I mean, look at me. I'm so injured and innocent, and I'm just so scared, and I just want to know what's going on.
Do a deception check for me.
24.
24?
Yes.
Me.
Nice.
Oh, don't be scared. No, everything's fine now. Explosives have all gone off.
I know, but I'm just so scared, and I don't know where the shipping container is, and I'm so worried.
Oh, you know, don't worry about the shipping container. Like,
No.
someone...
Are you alright?
Just hand on the side of the face, just being like, come on, just tell me.
Look, my boss, they've hired some people to go find it. It's okay.
Okay,
Who's your boss?
And who's your boss?
Think about it. Where did we find the flyer?
In the car.
Who did we get the car from?
Mrs. O.
Wait, you're the guys?
We're the guys.
Yeah.
You're looking in the wrong place. This is not cool.
How we
At least we know we're on the same team. We got the same boss.
We do have same boss. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, this is great. This is so good. Okay.
Well, we work for the same people?
You kind of blew up our warehouse of like explosives. We're gonna use that eventually.
For what?
Do you know what's in the shipping container?
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's the truth.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna pat you on the leg.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry about all the death of your friends.
Well, we don't know.
We did.
We've not confirmed. He could have survived.
Yeah, they're probably dead.
They're like,
They're probably all dead. Hey, but listen, it's okay, because when one door closes, another door opens. That's what they say about
why?
the circle
What
of
if
life,
place
don't
only
they?
has one door? I lived in shack that only had one door. You used the
Oh.
same one to go in and out.
Actually, that's true, because when I lived in a bin, there was only one entrance and exit.
You lived in bin?
Yeah, I grew up in a bin. I don't want to talk about it too much. Maybe I'll do a monologue about it later.
Was it a big bin?
Yeah, it fit me and my whole family.
Your whole family lived in the bin?
Yeah.
I thought capitalism was meant to be like good. Like you meant to have a house.
Oh no,
Like-
we didn't have a house. We got forced in there by our landlord because he was a scumbag. So we put us in a bin. But hey, you know, a roof's a roof.
Did you have to pay rent?
Yeah, you gotta pay rent. You gotta pay rent to live anywhere. the bin it was a roomy bin. I mean, we all had space to stand in there, like, you know,
Okay.
like pins.
Like-
We were all
like a-
side by side, looking into each other's eyes every night, and you go, you know what? You look into your mother's eyes, and you go, hey, even though I'm in a bin, I love you, and you know, this ain't so bad. But that was obviously before my whole family were murdered. But you know, you live and learn. So anyway, I was in a bin, and now I'm here. So you know, one door closes, another door opens.
Is all your whole family's dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the rebels is openly crying.
Hey.
You. That's an incredibly sad story.
Thank you.
Little bit hopeful for a second there. It brought me up. I've never been more depressed.
Oh.
Gary, that's sad. I'm so sorry
No.
you had to deal with that. We don't, even our peasants back home don't have those kind of situations.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Okay.
it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to help us overthrow capitalism?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll overthrow anything. I don't really have any beliefs, so I can be persuaded super easily.
A really strong asset to the team. Hey,
Yeah.
Salvo,
Mm.
would you like me? I'm happy to go and check on your guy and just see if he's okay. I've got some stuff in my bag. I'll just pack my bag. I can go and I can check on the guy.
In the Ferris wheel?
Yeah, I'll go check.
Maybe don't go alone.
I mean-
Maybe
No,
one
no,
and
it's
one.
okay. I insist. I would really
One
like
and
to.
one.
You know,
I'd really like to do it myself.
You know what?
You
I
can
think the
go
kid's
look,
got
but-
guts, you know? It's about time you did something for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be really quick. I'll just go check. I'll confirm. I'll do like a time of death sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
I'll write a note. I'll write it down.
Good.
And I'll be right back.
All right, you be safe, honey. Okay,
I will, I
you stay in
promise.
the light. You stay where we can see ya.
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
All right, so what the
Don't do
fuck
that.
are we all doing here?
Well, you're not going to find sea container here.
Are you looking for it, or did you steal it?
Well, if we stole it, we would have given it to our boss.
Why ain't she got you looking for it?
You know, she didn't think we were skilled enough. We sort of do our thing, you know, and like other people do their thing,
Your
and
thing's magic, right? Well, not yours, but
you're really rubbing that salt in the wound.
hey, it's not my intention, all
He's
right?
in a zone of truth. You know you know
Sorry,
he
I
can't
know you're
hide.
sensitive. Look, I don't think any less of you. I'm personally not a huge fan. Freaks me out a little bit, all right? I get it. I do. I promise I do. I don't got magic. I understand the apprehension or the disappointment. It's fine. You get over it. You get used to
Well,
it.
magic is great. Magic is wonderful. It's just, you know. Look, why'd you, what do you want from me? I have a lot of explaining to do to my boss, and like,
Salvo, what were you gonna say? You took a big exhale.
I mean, what's with this sniper?
just protecting us.
Why?
Because this is a clubhouse with lots of explosives.
Why?
You know, because we might need to bomb a building or something.
Which building?
Like banks. We had planned to bomb bank. We had also planned to bomb, like, you know, one of those places where they keep all the gold and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's a bank.
No, like a depository. There's also planned to bomb, like, maybe like some military bases, but that one was like a little too heavy for us, you know.
Okay, Salvo, I'm just gonna put this out here, right? You're not gonna do anything like that.
Well, not anymore.
No. But you're not going to do it ever again. Okay?
Well, that's sort of our job here.
What? That's your job?
But remember, Gary, don't forget that our army invaded their union.
God, all right, carry on.
I mean, I can understand why they're a little pissed. I don't agree for an eye for an eye. I am non-violent, if you remember. So I totally understand the desire for revenge or vengeance, whatever you want to call it, the vendetta, if you will. Look, we came here because we had your address. We thought perhaps it was a lead on the shipping container because it was adjacent to where we found out that the shipping container went missing from, or who it went missing from. You got any leads? You heard anything?
Well, we did a little bit of scouting for the job, and then we're sort of not inconspicuous. So when we went to Riffraff to ask questions and that sort of thing, there was a little bit of conflict with, Johnny Sex and, bar owners, police, that sort of thing. There was a lot of conflict, actually. There was a lot of fighting.
So you ain't got many friends.
No, that's sort of why we have secret clubhouse, yeah.
Right. I see. So, angry loners with a lot of explosives and no friends, and apparently no leads on this shipping container.
Wait a minute. Do you know anything about the Death Knights, the Knights of Death, the Black Death, the Knights that is full of death?
They
What
say
was
neat.
it? What
The
was it?
Death Knight, Gary. The Death Knight.
The Death Knights.
The
Do you
guy
know
on
anything
motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we've heard about that guy. He's super scary, don't tangle with him.
Oh, so we shouldn't go near him.
Oh, definitely not, no. But,
What's his deal? What's he doing?
well, we have heard that he is after shipping container. That's sort of also why, we didn't get put on job, because we may all die.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have kept the silence on that one, but, yeah.
Zone of truth.
List.
Go one.
Names. And
Alright, I don't think it's gonna be much help. You know any of these? They might be. Recognize any of them?
Not really.
This is fine. I didn't think so either.
Who are these guys?
The dock workers that are believed to be involved in the shipping container theft.
Oh, that would have been a good idea for us to go there. Yeah.
Oh, Salvo, you are not very smart, are you?
Alright, look, I think this is a dead end, guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay, so is he dead?
Do a perception check for me.
Perception. 15.
15. You come up to the Ferris wheel, and you find one of those, the cars that dangle down. One of them is fully, crushed inwards.
Oh.
And as you approach, you hear, "Can anyone please help me?" Hello? Is anyone there? I'm stuck.
Okay, so Yoke has to kill someone for her patron. I was hoping that this guy wasn't conscious. I'm gonna stay really quiet for a second.
Please, it's sort of cramped in here.
Oh my god.
I'll do it. Do it.
do it.
Do it.
You hear him sort of moving about inside this, basically a shell now. This is sort of crunched into a shell, and you see a little finger poke out through a gap.
Oh.
Oh god.
Okay, because Yoke really doesn't want to kill someone, but she kind of has to. So she's like, fuck.
Someone out there?
Do it.
I can hear you. Please, if you can just open the door. I don't know if you could open it, but
I take out my big book of shadows. I would like to smash him really hard on the head to try and knock him out. Just
he's inside the shell.
He's inside.
You
He's
can
right
see
inside
his
the shell.
fingers.
Only his finger. So there's no part of his body that I could reach or maim.
You could maybe
Fingers.
there's enough of a gap for fingers to go through.
Okay.
You-
Hey, yeah, hi. God, you're really stuck in there, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it's not good.
No, no, no. I can imagine that. Okay, I'm not gonna kill him. Okay, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try and prise this thing open, while also just using my own hands to try and
Okay.
kill this thing open.
Do a strength check for me. and you can do a spellcasting ability check.
Okay. So one of this is in that one. Okay. I'm gonna make that the strength check is the nat 1, and the magic check is a 17.
Magic check 17. Okay. You cast your mage hand, which grabs one side of this gap and begins pulling back. And you put your fingers into the other side and try to pull it apart.
Yeah.
You don't get much movement. Mage hand is more for like small items and that kind of thing.
Right,
Occasionally it can be pretty strong on a nat 20.
Fair enough.
You find as you sort of like exert yourself and you try to pull your hand out, you are stuck. I can maybe do like a push from inside. Like
Yeah, you know
like-
what? Any help that you could give me right now would be much appreciated. I know that you're literally crushed right now, but you know, sometimes you just gotta help each other out.
Was I shooting at you?
Yeah, you were.
Sorry.
Oh. Fuck. Sorry, asshole. That's okay. You didn't know. We're negotiating with your team right now. We're all part of the same team, so yeah, we're all good. We're all good, man.
We're all good?
Yeah, we're all good.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, just don't ever do it again, otherwise something really bad will happen to you.
Something bad has already happened to me.
I'm just telling you, I'm letting you know that something worse could happen.
Okay.
And I was gonna do it, man. I was gonna do it because I'm really stressed right now.
What were you
I
gonna
didn't
do?
ask to have this much power. I just have all this power all of a sudden. And it's really getting to me. And I don't think anyone knows what my deal is, and they can't know. Do you hear me? What's your name?
My name is Hex.
Hex?
Hex.
What an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Look, Hex, I am going
You
to help
sound like
you.
you're going through a lot right now.
A lot has happened. But it's okay. I'm gonna figure out a way to... Can I use any sort of other magic to try and prise this open?
What spells have you got?
I don't have many, because I've still used all my spell slots.
Ah.
So, my only other thing is like...
Cantrips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minor illusion, mage hand again, prestidigitation. I've decided I'm not killing this guy, so I'm just gonna be like, help! Someone help! He's stuck. He's really stuck in the Ferris wheel. But he's alive! He's alive, Salvo!
He's alive?
He's alive! So...
It's a great news.
You want me to get him out?
Well, yeah, please.
Alright, well, how about this? We free your guy, and you help us out with maybe some magic supplies or things to help us find this shipping container. No? Look, I know we're not fond of magic, but hell, they were gonna blow up a military base eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some guards.
Can you make those bomb things to go? I mean, did you lose everything in that explosion?
I mean, there could have been some around the place that we can defuse and give you guys.
Chuckles, you don't need a bomb. I am a bomb.
Bombshell, yeah, I know that.
Well, yeah, and literally a bomb. I can explode things.
That's terrifying. I'm gonna go get the guy.
You want me to help? I'm strong.
You know what, Gary? You've been doing so good with the negotiating. You can stay here and talk to your new friends. How's
Yeah,
that sound?
right, that's
All right?
good,
All right,
yeah.
you stay put. And then, I'm coming, yo!
Okay, thank you. He's real bad.
You see Yoke's hand stuck in this, like, walnut shell of a Ferris car.
Gondola.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Gondola.
What,
I barely knew it.
what is going on here? You got
I was-
hidden thing that I don't know about?
No, I was trying, and I'm stuck now as a result.
Where's the guy?
He's in there. He's
Hello.
in here.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
His name is Hex. Say hi, Hex.
Hi, my name's Hex.
Hi, Hex and Chuckles.
Yeah, sorry, I got stuck as well. I was trying to help. I was trying to pull it apart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I can see that that's going real well for you. Can you get your hand out so I can get mine in and...
Well, I'm stuck on it, so... You know, I'm trying, okay?
Is there any room for Chuckles to get his meaty ass fingers anywhere in this, like, crevice? That sounded so bad.
Get your meaty hands in that crevice.
Oh boy. Phrasing.
Yeah, I'd say there's enough room. There's, like... You've got the strength, the finger grip strength that maybe, like, on bits that overlap, you can kind of, like, peel it back.
Yeah, cool. Gonna try and peel away.
Go for it. Do a strength check for
Straight
me.
strength. Oh, 7.
Oh no! You should have taken me with you.
Do you want a monologue?
Can I give him inspiration?
Absolutely. How do you give him inspiration?
It's a little testosterone boost.
I look over
God, this thing is really stuck.
and I can see he's struggling, so I just like stroll over and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you got moxie, kid. And I kiss him on the little cheek.
Chuckles blushes.
Excellent.
Alright.
Reloads his arms. Alright.
So you can add a d6 to your roll.
Yeah, this isn't gonna do much, but...
Oh my god!
Okay.
That is a 1.
Uh-huh.
So 8 total. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to mage hand it.
You can try to
I'm
make
gonna
it.
try mage hand it. I lifted a thing. I'm just gonna try.
Can I mage hand again?
You can definitely mage hand again.
Was it Arcana?
That's right.
Fit so many bad boys permanently in this bad boy. And Chuckles just walks off. He ain't getting out of there.
And that's 20.
I got 19.
Okay. A mage hand, let me clarify. Rules was 5 pounds of force.
Yeah, like opening a door.
But on that 20, I'll allow Chuckles to re-roll his.
Yay.
Alright, let's use
Come on,
this one.
Chuckles!
That's a 9. I'm going up in increments of 1.
Yeah.
What's your strength
Chuckles is
modifier?
+3. Chuckles just
Okay.
punches this thing.
Looks like they're really struggling over there, hey!
Yeah. Probably just kill him.
How round is this thing?
It's like a walnut shape.
Yeah, okay. Just roll it.
Could I have shatter?
That? You know.
Can I try and shatter it?
You can absolutely try to shatter it, yeah. What's the save on that, Con? Or is it Dex?
Am I gonna regret shattering it?
No! It's got projectiles.
No, just do it.
We need
I reckon do
Oh,
it.
fuck it. I've already said it.
Do it. Just do it.
Sure,
You
but yes, we're doing it.
How
We're
we
doing
doing
it. Con,
Do it.
spell save 14.
14?
That's
Con?
that, right? Con, yeah. Constitution 14.
Roll your damage.
What is the damage?
I think it's like 3d8.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't actually say it on that.
Let me Google shatter.
Yeah, it's second level, so I think it is.
Second level, yeah. 3d8?
I think so, which spicy.
You know. Have you, I mean, your investigation doesn't seem to be going super well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going very badly. We just spent about an hour here for no reason.
Yeah,
But we thought it was a good reason.
Three.
And that's always the start of every good
3d8.
investigation.
yeah, I mean, why were you holding a thing to like get people to come here? You wanted them to just join your club just for fun? Or is it you want people to join your club for a reason?
Well, a club some of us are a bit more extreme. Some of us just want to help the people that have had to come over here from the home country.
All right.
And there's a lot that have been put in like prisons and camps and that sort of thing that we're trying to free.
Yeah.
It's mainly what explosives were for. Some of it was like for funsies, but
Fair enough. They're very effective.
What we were trying to do was talk to the smugglers.
Who are the smugglers?
Well, we don't know. We're not super connected guys, you know.
Where are they?
Riffraff?
Yeah. Oh, they're there?
Well, I mean, anything in Parabellum is in the riffraff.
Oh, shit, yeah. Should we go there?
Should probably just go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
What's the damage?
Can I, before I roll, can I just be like, stand back? Hex,
Stand
brace
back.
yourself.
Okay.
He was stuck.
Oh,
Chuckles is gonna like body shield.
You gonna body shield?
Yeah, I'll cop it.
13.
13. Chuckles, do a con save at disadvantage because you're body shielding for Yoke.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually 19.
19.
Disadvantage.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Easy.
Oh.
Absolutely. So you take you'll take 6 points of shatter damage, and you see that where so you shield over Yoke as the spell is cast, and the top of this walnut is just cracked open, and you hear a cry from within from Hex. No, I'm alright. I'll hit under the seat.
Alright, well, you can get out now, Hex.
I'm very hurt. I'm still very hurt. I did fall off a Ferris wheel. Could someone give me a hand? Just a middle finger
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
hole.
from the top.
I'll help you. I like help you up.
You sort of climb on top to give Hex a hand.
Yeah.
And you see this youngish kid climb out, sort of like long hair, kind of like a little bit lanky, sort of long nose, but sort of pretty, I suppose. Dressed in kind of like trying to be military-ish kind of garb. He does have a beret as well. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. You're younger than I thought a sniper would be.
I was in. Yep. Yep.
You nearly shot me so many times.
Well, a lot of them were warning shots, to be fair.
Warning shots that were chasing me.
Yeah.
It was just a
I was
lot,
meant to
man.
make you run back. The
Yeah.
first one was meant to make you all go back, to be honest.
Right. Cool. I think Yoke in her head is just like, okay, I'm glad I didn't kill this guy. Because I would have felt really
Hey.
bad.
Thanks for that.
No worries. Sorry you got hurt in the process, but...
Water off a duck's back. Let's get you back to your buddies. And let's keep moving, yeah? I'm gonna head on back over.
You head on back over. You see that a couple of the other members have gone around and they have come back clutching a bunch of these homegrown bombs. And they hand them over to you, Chuckles. There's 5 of them.
Sweet. Are you gonna tell me how to work these things?
Well, we usually set them up as like mines and that sort of thing, but you can just like see the little lawnmower pulling thing?
The pin?
No, it's not the pin, it's an actual lawnmower handle we had to repurpose.
Like a ripcord sort of.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep.
You have like 3 seconds. It's not a long fuse.
Good thing I can throw
You
things
better
pretty far.
throw very quickly, yeah.
Yeah, right. Cool. All right. 1 each. Or do you want me to hold on to these?
I'm fine.
I mean, I've got space in my bag. I'll take one, sure.
I'll take one.
Maybe we put them all
Throw
in
it.
Yoke's bag.
Throw it to me.
You know
Throw it
what?
in my
That's
bag.
okay.
Throw
How
it.
about we put them all in your bag?
Sure,
Is
sure.
that-
Be
Yeah.
very
Cool.
careful. There's like a lot of shrapnel in there. If one of them sparks a light, it's not gonna be fun.
I'm sure it'll be fine. it should
Well,
be fine.
we
3
Where
bombs.
to now,
Salvo
gang?
here told us that we should go to the riffraff if we want answers.
The riffraff?
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, we'll go to the riffraff. I
Yeah.
can get you anything you need at the riffraff.
Amazing. Would you guys
What's
want to
that
go?
face for?
No, we should. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
This is just my face.
I'm the brains of the
Alright.
operation. Let's hit the pavement.
You sure
You've
are,
said that so
Gary.
many times
Let's
today.
go. Follow me. Actually, I don't know where this is, where the
Neither.
riffraff is.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the car. I can take us to the riffraff. It's
Great.
basically my home.
Can you drive?
I have been shot in the shoulder.
No, you can drive. You can have a break, and you can drive, and we can sit in the back together. We can play spot the pickle. We could play spot the dog. We could play. Woo! There's a tree. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite game. Every time you see a tree, you go, "Oh, there's a tree." We can do that.
I actually got a real good game, and
Yeah.
it's called Who Can Stay Quiet the Longest.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be that good at that.
But we can try.
Okay.
And it starts right now.
Okay, you guys all go back to the car. I'm just gonna have a quick word with Salvo here.
Oh, I lost already.
And before we leave, you got a key to the padlock at the front. It's still locked, so if you could let us out.
Okay, there's like a rock near the fence.
Of course there is.
It's just underneath the rock. If
You're
on
protecting
this side,
yourselves with explosives inside, but to get in, you just gotta look under a damn rock.
who's going to look under a rock?
To be fair, we didn't, so...
We didn't.
You really didn't. Yeah.
How did you guys get in?
I climbed the fence and it was very cool.
There's barbed wire there. That hurts.
It's okay. She didn't make it all the way over.
Okay,
Yo,
Yoke, thank you
And
so
the
much.
details.
Yeah.
We got in, we'll get out. That's fine. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Salvo. You just remember that you are enough, okay? You don't need magic.
We
And I
got
pat
5
him on the
minutes.
leg, and then I walk away.
How long have we been talking for?
Like a good 15 to 20.
Okay, the zone of truth is over now.
Let's go.
fine.
Let's hit the pavement.
Let's hit the pavement. Yeah. Hold on.
Can I wear your glasses? Wait,
Sure,
give
thanks.
him. Let's hit the pavement. Let's hit the
We
pavement.
got liquor in the car. I need to dress this somehow.
That sound like you?
Yeah.
Let's hit the pavement.
Don't like
Okay,
that
hold
bit.
out till we get to the riffraff.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys head to the car?
Yeah. Hey, Salvo, look. What I was saying before, you know, you don't need to do this stuff. Okay, there's make sure these guys are out of earshot. There's a couple of places you can go. You know, we try to help people from your place, all right? Hands him over a pack of matches to like an underground club. Like, there's a lot of refugees and stuff there. We're trying to help you, okay? Don't take it out on the city. Don't take it out on its people. They don't deserve it.
I wish I knew that there was people like yourself that helped us, would help us, before we got wrapped up in all this.
Hey, that's all right. Happens to the best of us, huh? Just like my wife. But that's another story anyway. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I thought you were going to talk, go into a thing about your wife.
No, don't worry about it. That'll take too long. That's fine. We gotta go.
Okay. Good luck on this investigation.
Thanks.
Hey, look, my boss is very eager to get this shipping container. We share quite a lot between us because we sort of have to stick together. She's been very secretive about this, not trusting anyone, saying that it's, things from back home. But she wouldn't go to this much effort for, just material things. But it's a little worrying. I don't know. If this is sort of our aim here, I would imagine whatever inside is dangerous.
Thanks for the heads up, kid.
Thank you for this.
No worries.
We'll see you around. You're welcome once we'll probably find a new place. But we'll put out a flyer. If you find a flyer, you're welcome. Just, maybe wave hello first.
Yeah, sure. We'll look for the rock, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right in front of us. Should have just done that. Looked around. It would have been. Don't worry about it. These old eyes, they see real good and. Oh wait, it's still nighttime. Don't worry about it.
If you took off the glasses every once in a while, it's probably.
This bitch like chuckles, is like ha ha ha.
That's exactly the sound.
That was cool. Yeah. Take it easy, huh?
You too.
Bye, Salvo. I'm like waving outside.
Goodbye, Yoke.
Yes, it was really nice to meet you. You can kidnap me next time. I'll make
Yeah.
it easy for you. Bye.
Liv is like ripped off bottom of her dress and is just like wrapped it around her little arm,
All right.
waiting for the riffraff.
Bandaging your wounds, piling into your car,
I would like to
leaving.
nap in the car as well.
Yeah. Leaving the would-be rebels to their cause, you drive to the riffraff. Main stretch of downtown. You rock up to this jazz club. It's got the beautiful neon lights. It's got the spotlights. There's a walkway out front. Red carpet. Got the ropes and bouncers and everything. It's big establishment. 3 stories. Got the the French Bay windows, and you can see inside the different levels. There's like different acts, and lighting and dancing and all sorts. The type of people moving in and out of here is from all around town. There's a lot of people. Chuckles and Lou, especially the 2 of you guys, and Liv. You recognize a lot of regulars. Chuckles, a lot of people from the underground part of the city. Lou, some cops. Generally the more dirty ones going in and about. Liv, you see a lot of the regulars. You exit the car and the valet walks up to you, Chuckles, hand out for the keys, kind of looking between the car and yourself.
Be careful with it. It's worth a lot.
I thought you drove something a little better than this, Chucks. Takes the keys.
It's a lot.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
Hey, Liv, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. All right, stay close, guys. You're in my house now.
You walk along the red carpet into the club. Jazz band playing on a stage in the corner. 3 bartenders along a long, beautiful mahogany bar. Gold railings along the edge, stools, sliding drinks, shakers going. All various clientele in the middle of business, in the middle of socializing. You see one of the girls behind the bar shouts out to you, Liv. Oh my god! Is that Live, Laugh, Love as I live and breathe?
Oh my god, you stop it! Hello, my
Hello,
darling.
Where have you been? The girls have been asking about you.
I know, honey, but we're doing a job, bringing in that bread. The
As
girls
you do,
just gotta
as you
get
do.
out sometimes, you know?
You gotta be adventurous.
Exactly.
Can't stay in the same place all your life.
Exactly, but I have to come back to visit.
Oh, you have to come back to Mother Hen, of course.
Absolutely.
Darling, what happened to your dress? You need an outfit change.
I do.
Follow me to
so
the dressing
badly.
rooms.
All right, I'll be back, guys.
Right, bye.
All right, take care of yourself.
Fill me in. What's been happening?
Okay, so we're doing a job for Miss O. You heard of her?
Miss O.
Yeah.
As in like Miss O?
I mean, she certainly looks like a Miss O, but I actually don't know. Very hot, not as hot as us, obviously. But yeah, she's looking for a shipping container, and so now I'm with a bunch of kids and a old guy and a strapping young gentleman, and yeah.
Shipping container. Oh. Liv, I would be careful. First, what do you want? What dresses do you want? We got you a big wardrobe here.
Yeah, I
we have to
know.
we have to sexy, we have to elegant, we have to
Healthy mixture of both, obviously.
of course.
Yeah, I'm thinking red.
What about red with white polka dots?
Stop. You know me too well.
I got a matching bonnet.
Oh. I'll try it out.
You try it out?
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna pull it off, it'll be you.
Exactly. All right.
She gets you into the dress. It's like a sort of like not summer dress, but like kind of mid-calf, red polka dots, there's a little red bow tie as well, white collar. She does give you a bonnet. You could maybe pull it off.
Lou just like looks at herself in the mirror and she's like, okay, let's maybe a little more sexy.
She takes a knife and cuts up the leg, quickly stitches it together with sort of like a little charm cast on a needle, and it sort of stitches it up. Adds a little bit of flair to it.
Better. Is this gonna stop some hearts?
She undoes the bow tie and undoes the buttons. And goes around and grabs a corset to put over the top of it.
Mother hen, you've done it again.
You know I always do.
Yeah, so what were you saying about the container?
A bunch of Johnny Sax's guys have been around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were in a mad rush to find out what's been going on with this shipping container. Seems like everyone's talking about it. I don't know, these, Sax's guys have been kinda, well, you know how they are usually.
Yeah.
They've been a bit more.
Oh.
Also, I mean, this stays on the hush.
Of course.
But I heard that Johnny Sax broke out Chuckles' brother for the job.
Oh, he did not.
So you know he's kind of serious about it.
Yeah.
In fact,
Do you know who I'm here with?
I mean, I saw Chuckles. Yeah, no.
Right.
They are having a meeting with the ferryman at the moment. So I don't know if you want to avoid that situation, but they're chasing the container. If you're chasing the container as well, I mean, be careful, Liv.
I think that they could use a dancer.
I think they could. Just be careful. You still got that gun I gave you?
Honey, do I ever?
Excellent. Back in the main bar, you guys are looking around. There's a couple of looks towards Lou as he's jamming out, and a bunch of these criminals who, Lou, you have definitely put away some of these guys before.
Hey, Toothpick, how you doing? You out, huh? Yeah, nice to see you. Hey, don't do anything I wouldn't do, huh?
They look towards you, Chuckles, like, what are you doing with this guy?
I ain't doing nothing with this guy. We just happened to walk in at the same time.
Sort of like turns his back on Lou. You heard about your brother?
What about my brother? He's in the clink, isn't he?
I don't know about that. Word is he's out.
Good behavior? Surely not.
Very bad behavior, in fact. Prison break last night.
No shit.
Yeah.
And he didn't get me involved.
Well, it was a surprise for him, apparently.
So he's gonna kind of like leaning cliffs. Who?
Well, word is Johnny Sax got a crew together.
Something about that don't sit right with me. Where is he?
Upstairs, 3rd floor?
Who's he with? Johnny Sax's man?
Yeah, a couple of goons. But, I don't know. Walked past there a bit earlier. Don't seem to be giving the ferryman a good treatment.
Right. Chuckles is gonna order a drink. So, like while he's like mulling this over, but he looks like troubled, like something is with this. The fact that Johnny Sachs is the one that broke his brother out of prison is clearly affecting him. He's like,
Something ain't right.
something ain't right here. He's gonna order a drink. Third floor, you said.
Last I heard, yeah.
Lou's gonna intercept that drink and be like, oh, thank you very much.
Just look back.
Liv comes back, yeah.
All right, how do I look?
Whoa, you look really pretty.
I know, right?
Wow.
All right, so I got some intel from Mother Hen, okay? Your brother's out. Johnny Sachs broke him up. They're upstairs with the ferryman. I think they need a dancer.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I thought so.
Just a quick word of warning about my brother, though.
What?
He's got a bit less control of his temper than I do.
Oh, honey, I've handled much worse than him, and I'd do it again.
All right, just don't say I didn't warn you.
It's cute that you worry, but a girl knows how to handle herself.
You show that guy a good time.
It's creepy coming from you, Yoke, but I love your energy.
Okay.
What would,
Because Yoke has no idea what that means.
Is there like a lady sitting around on her own?
Do a perception check for me,
Yeah.
Gary.
Oh my god, Gary is the biggest player in the world.
Gary's good game.
Gary?
It's just an 18.
Bitches.
An 18.
especially with those glasses.
Especially with those glasses. Bitches.
You see, sitting not far from the stage, where there is sort of like a rotation. There's a band that is playing, and this woman seems to be sitting by herself, and you can see that she's sort of seems to be kind of like warming up her vocal cords and that kind of thing, but tall, beautiful red hair down to her lower back, in a red dress with a long slit up the side with like these silver sparkles.
What color gloves is she wearing? Nico?
Guess.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go up to her. I'm gonna go, hey. Hey, my name's Lou. How you doing?
Well, hello there.
What's a pretty girl like you doing all alone over here?
I'm waiting for someone like you to rescue me.
Oh, well, consider yourself rescued, sweetheart. Although, something tells me that you don't need saving. You can handle yourself. And I grab her hand, like really high up, and like pull it down because I can't reach, and like and kiss her on the hand. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica. I've never heard a more beautiful name in my life. What's your business here, Jessica?
Well, I'm chained to the microphone.
Oh my god, I could bet you got a voice like an angel.
It'll break your heart, though.
Jessica, I've had many people try to break my heart in my time. And trust me, they've done it. So, you probably will too. But, Jessica, listen. I'm a detective. I'm Detective Lou. Wait, Inspector Lou. And, I'm making sure that these pods are safe. And I want to know if you've seen anything around these pods that's a bit suspicious.
Detective.
And I I try to lean on something, but I don't know.
It's like
But like
a
kind
hobby.
A detective?
Yeah.
Why? You must be hitting the pavement trying to find clues.
Jessica, I'm hitting the pavement like you wouldn't believe. I'm making moves, Jessica, but I'm not making enough moves. You know, my investigation's at a standstill, Jessica. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. My investigation's moving nowhere. I need answers, and I need answers now. But Jessica, I don't expect you to just, save my case, but a beautiful woman like you singing in this beautiful club, seeing all the faces, you've probably seen some things that you don't agree with, and I want to stop that. I want to make sure you can stay here and be safe.
My, oh my. Inspector Lou, your protector.
I am. Yeah, that's what they say about me. Yeah, I'm a protector.
How about we discuss what I've heard over dinner?
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Hey, should we meet back here? Is this a good place for you, or you wanna go somewhere fancy?
I want to go somewhere different.
Jessica, I'll take you somewhere fancy.
Do a history check to see if I know of any fancy places around.
Absolutely do a history check. It's the pickle factory. I don't need the numbers.
I know a place.
Jessica, I will take you somewhere you've never been before. And I promise you that.
And I take out a pen. Do I have a pen? I've got a pen.
Everything is canon.
Yeah. Take out a pen and I write the pickle factory address on her arms, like Barry.
And I say, hey, meet me there.
When should I?
Tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Tomorrow at 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't let me down, Inspector Lou.
Jessica, if I let anyone like you down, I would just throw myself off a cliff. I gotta tell you, that would be the worst thing I could do. I blow a kiss.
She catches it.
Oh. Goodbye, Jessica. And I tip. Tip my baby.
She grabs hold of one of the pom-poms as you turn and leave. And lets go.
My heart's beating. Hey, these glasses are pretty good.
Yeah.
You mind if I borrow them tomorrow at 7 p.m.?
It's oddly specific. Not at all.
Yes,
Go for it.
all right. There you go. You can have them back.
No, you hold on to them.
All right.
Nice. They look good on you.
Right.
Are you gonna go up and talk to your brother or what?
Nah, I don't think so.
Or do you want to go up and make sure that he doesn't leave?
I don't think he'd leave without saying goodbye. Not again.
Okay. Well then, kid, do you want to leave? Not you, kid. You're 50. 42.
42.
You want to head up? Make sure nothing goes wrong. If anything does,
Yeah.
you call out.
Yeah. For sure, sir.
Ooh, I love this one. Oh, great. You don't have to call me sir.
So sure. Yes. Lou.
Inspector.
Okay, Inspector.
Cool. Yeah, and I do the thing.
So Liv and Yoke, you guys are heading up?
Yeah.
Alright. You make your way up to the third floor. And there's no performing acts up here at the very top. This is sort of like a bar section, but you can see that there's a lot of private booths and that kind of thing, and there's a couple of private rooms. This seems to be mainly like a business transaction kind of area. And there's only one bartender here, who is not as sort of lively and chatty as the ones downstairs. This is definitely more of like a hush and keep quiet kind of thing. Have a look around up here. Lights are dimly lit, black leather couches, and sort of black tabletops for the booths. You see a bunch of the clientele sort of crane their heads to look at you as you approach, and then go back to whatever they're discussing. You see money exchange hands, you see various product exchange hands and that kind of thing. Some people trading in information. But who are you looking for?
I am looking for Chuckles' brother and everyone else. I'll say, like, even on this floor, like, Liv is just, like, in her element, is just, like, completely not paying attention to Yoke at all, doesn't even register that Yoke's with her, and it's just kind of, like, slinking around the place, like...
The bartender gives you a nod.
Yeah, winks back.
You can do a perception check for me. Yoke, what are you looking for?
I'm not seeing anything suspicious around the place. Just a general investigation check. Not on like I can tell that this is probably a place where shady shit goes down, but like anything particularly heinous.
Okay, do an investigation check for me.
But also mainly, I guess, looking for Chuckles' brother as well, because that's the main thing. 19.
19. And what did you get?
24.
24. Nice. Okay. You walk the floor and you don't see... You're not exactly sure what Chuckles' brother looks like, but you imagine something like Chuckles.
Yeah, something vaguely Chuckles-shaped.
Chuckles-shaped.
So you're looking for something vaguely Chuckles-shaped, and you don't find it on the floor.
He's in the areas.
So you go over to the bartender, sort of ask about sort of like meetings and that kind of thing, and he points his head in the direction of a room at the far end. Yoke, you notice that there's no sound coming from any of the rooms. No sound whatsoever. There's like chatter out here and that kind of thing, but the private rooms seem to be enchanted to keep the sound within. And there's like one of those frosted window panes over the door towards the room at the back, and you see like a hulking figure cross over it. And then you see them throw a punch.
Oh, did you see that? They're having a fight in there.
And that's where I'm gonna be. Liv just like strolls over.
Be careful.
Is the door locked?
You try the handle and it is locked.
I just knock.
You knock? Okay. You knock and there's sort of like moment, 2 moments pass. And on the third moment the door cracks open a little bit and you see sort of one of Johnny Sax's guys open the door, sort of greased back hair, toothpick in his mouth. What are you after?
Hey, handsome, what are you after?
Nothing. We didn't call for anybody.
Oh, you didn't? But since I'm here, I'm sure a nice guy yourself would have minded a little visit.
Oh, sorry. No, not tonight. We're kind of busy. Thanks, though. And he closes the door.
Can I just like stop the door?
You put your foot at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Your foot's in the way.
Oh. Is it? Just undoes the button, undoes another button.
Nikki.
You see a gun is pointed through the crack in the door. Really, not tonight.
Oh no.
And I see this and I'm like,
Oh,
oh.
I've got one too.
And I sort of call, I run back down and I'm sort of like, but I don't run all the way back down. I'd like to just, hey, there's guns.
Wow!
Got someone in there I kind of want to have a little talk to. Only good things, I swear.
Your funeral. He opens the door, still pointing the gun at you, and ushers you into the room.
Put the gun back in my thigh holster and I just stroll in.
He keeps the gun open, closes the door behind you. As you walk into a room, you see a couple of Johnny Sax's boys about the place, mainly standing sort of in a semicircle around one guy that's strapped to a chair that is beaten and bruised, tied up behind, who you recognize as the Ferryman. Ferryman's wearing a shirt, sweater, a vest, a little bow tie. His hair is long and lanky and black, sort of tied back in a ponytail. Currently got a black eye and a busted lip. And his head is sagging forward a little bit. And in front of him, you see this massive individual, maybe a little bit bigger than Chuckles himself.
Do I know the Ferryman?
You've heard of him. You might not do a whole lot of dealings with him, but you know that he operates within the riffraff. Do a history check for me.
Okay.
The other individual.
Oh my god.
22.
22.
Yeah.
The Ferryman is a very well-connected, very well-respected smuggler in Parabellum. Back in the day, he's been around for a long while. Like back in the days that Prohibition was in place. So he's considered an expert on how to move things unnoticed throughout the city. So many people go to him to set up little smuggling routes for different contraband. The person in front of the Ferryman, big, broad-shouldered, arms as big as legs, sort of like massive gams, shaved head, in a sort of a black wife beater. He looks towards you. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh, you sure do, cutie.
See, the issue is that this ain't the room for you to be in right now.
Right. Sorry, can you just hold that thought 1 second? Liv wants to walk up to the Ferryman and punch him in the face.
Do an attack roll for me. Do an unarmed strike.
16.
16 fully hits him in the face. Oh. Okay, I mean, go for gold.
Nice.
What are you doing here, Liv?
What are you doing here? I thought you were in the slammer.
Not anymore. Got a job.
Isn't that lucky for you? So do I.
Yeah. Can I elaborate on that?
You first.
I ain't come here to share information. Come to extract it.
Well, funny that, so have I. The real question is, are we extracting the same information or from opposing sides? What's his name? Would I know his name? I would know his name.
You know that Chuckles' brother is called Bellows.
Oh, come on, Bellows. As if I would hurt you.
As if you could try.
You know I'd give it my best shot.
Oh, this heart's stone, Liv. Can't break it.
Of course, of course.
Look. Sax has put me on an important job. So you're gonna have to clear out. I ain't got time for games.
Alright. You leaving him alive or are you taking care of him?
That depends.
On what he tells you?
You got it, Toots.
Just answer me this. Are you trying to find it or are you trying to make it disappear?
What do you know?
It's a two-way street, baby. You're gonna have to give me something.
Okay. What do you want?
What do I want? Shit. I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. Fuck, what do I want? Fuck. Shit.
As you're freaking out.
I mean,
Yoke, you've run down.
I know what you want, but I don't know
Yeah,
if I can tell you.
She went in there. There was some guy throwing punches, and then the guy was like holding up a gun, and I'm really worried that she's gonna get hurt in there.
Who's going in? You or me?
Like, she can take care of herself, right? There's no shots fired yet, yeah?
Not yet, but there could be.
It's Liv.
But also,
She works
could be
here. Nah,
dangerous.
Surely, no one...
I'm a weird mix of worried and kind of excited.
I'm going
I hope a shootout doesn't happen.
I don't believe you.
What do you
Believe what you want to believe.
I don't do violence. I'm not the person you want to shoot at.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's overwhelming. I just like.
Look,
But this is the room that she's in. There's a huge guy in there. He's huge, huger than you.
Kid, there's a lot of energy going on right now.
Tell me about it.
Here. And he reaches down, picks up a cup of coffee. He's like, drink that.
Okay,
Trust me, that'll calm your nerves.
sure. Wow.
Let it sink in.
Time
Nice and calm.
I'm just gonna sit there with the coffee.
So,
Okay,
that's one of
Oh, that's a spell.
So that is the basically you have it says vigilant blessing. You have advantage on your next initiative roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, it's coffee, right? It's Cup of Joe. It's a Cup of Joe spell. Anyway,
Plus what, sorry?
Nice.
you just advantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And then Lou's just gonna hold the door, not open it, but just like check to see if
Oh,
it's
you
unlocked.
guys have made your way up?
Yeah.
You gonna hold the door?
Just to like see if it's unlocked. Just check. Check the little handle. Knob? Handle?
It does seem to be unlocked.
We can bust in there.
Are we going in?
Wait, let's hold off for a second. You know who's in there, right?
Yeah. Hey, brother. Hey, I've dealt with him once. I can do it again.
They look like a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe you won't be his favorite person. I'm just throwing some ideas out there.
Well, probably not, but he's probably gonna go for me rather than you guys, huh?
Yeah.
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 I guess.
All right.
It's a
I'll
good
stay
piece
here.
of information, you know. You can distract targets if they fucking hate you.
Distract.
Yeah.
Well, are you going in then?
Like, Chuckles is looking like super nervous. Like, you've never seen a big dude look so apprehensive about going into a room before. He's like, this is a bad idea.
You got this. I believe in you. Do you need anything?
Until we know something's going wrong in there, we don't need to be in there.
All right. Well, should we just stand out here and chat?
Someone, see if you can listen through the door.
Lou says, like with his hand on the door, not moving. Someone has to squeeze past him to listen.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hear nothing.
I don't hear anything.
No, she's dead.
I mean, I could sneak in. I'm pretty stealthy. I'm pretty small.
I think someone had noticed you coming into a room with only one door, Gary.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless we grease the hinges beforehand.
Grease them up.
Live.
Yeah.
So, what do you want?
I want to be alone with him.
No can do.
Really? I promise I won't kill him.
Oh, you promise?
Pinky
Oh.
promise.
Promises go so far in our business, don't they?
They sure do. 5 minutes.
I stay in the room. My guys go out.
You guys can go out. You stay the furthest. You stay right. You stay as far away from me as possible. You turn around and you hum a little ditty to yourself.
I don't know what you know, Liv.
I don't know
So-
if you know either.
How about you give me a little taster? What have you found out about the container?
I know how it was stolen, who it was stolen by. I just need to know where it is. I'm supposed to be retrieving it, but You
Who
really
stole
think
it?
I'm gonna give it back? I'm pretty sure I already said two-way street bellows.
Alright. 3 minutes. You got
5.
3 minutes.
Come on.
I've missed you, Liv. Alright, boys. Come. 5 minutes. They begin to pile out of the door and see all of you clustered in the passageway. Louie! What a surprise.
How you doing?
Little brother. Huh. Let's have a chat. And he starts cracking his knuckles. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Damn.
Oh my god!
Damn.
That went better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Except for that last bit.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it feels very temporary.
Dear Lord.
Oh, you guys did great. That was so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dang.
Good job, all.
This is gonna be real hectic.
The start of next
wait.
session, huh?
I can't wait.
I'm scared to do some
I can't wait to see what it says on his knuckles. Shake and bake.
Yes.
Jeez. That was great.
Awesome. I forgot how to do an outro.
Outro. Good
Outro. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's part 2 of a 4-parter. I've been Nikolai Kravchenko. Let's go around and introduce ourselves one more time.
Hello, Tate Bennett, him. You can find me on socials at Tate is alive.
Hello, Adam Perryman, he, him pronouns. You can find me at Adam Perryman on Instagram.
Hi, Lukas, Perez, they, them. I do indeed have a week to plan the questions. Will I? No. You can find me on Instagram at Lukas Perez.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Andrea. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me on Instagram at Andrea May.
Hello. My name's Georgia McGivern. She, her. You can find me at Georgie Alexandra on Instagram.
And behind the scenes, we have to say thank you to Holly for doing all of our taking tonight. Thank you, Holly.
Yeah, go Holly.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
That's it? That's it?
Just a reminder for everyone, you know, we've still got I know we're on break at the moment, but we've got merch.
We got merch.
We got
We've got merch in the store, merch in the store, what? Merch in the store, merch in the store, what? Merch in the store, merch in the store, what? Merch.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
That's all we got.
That's a song that we've written now.
Yeah.
World Building Wednesdays tomorrow. And part 3 of Noir Nights next week.
Yes, it's gonna be great. We've got Holly and Robbie back on. We're gonna be creating some cool stuff. You'll have to check in to see what we're gonna do. But come along. We will build for stuff that usually, because we're doing a 4-part at the moment, with obviously Nikolai is hosting Noir Nights, which is so much freaking fun, right? This is great. It was such a ragtag bunch of individuals.
We just love splitting the party.
Tune in next week to see how much we split money. We're gonna go for a 5-way split. So yeah, you can help create stuff that happens in the world when we play regularly for the Chronicles of Aelwyn, which is the actual campaign that we go through playing D&D. I'm not going to specify that it's D&D, just in case. Where we RPG tabletop game.
Yeah.
Where we tabletop RPG game.
Game.
That's
RPG
on a
game.
table.
We
That's all you need to
roleplay
know.
games.
We do silly voices.
We do silly
So
voices
many
and roleplay game.
voices.
And that's what we do. So
Yeah,
you guys can actually
nice.
come along tomorrow and help us, you know, build that world that we all get to play in, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll catch you next week.
Take it nice and easy.
Bye.